All right, on to race number 7. And the 7th on the programme, Class 3 over the 1,200 metres, headed by God of Dragon. Umberto Rispoli in the saddle behind. Hot King Prawn on debut. He gets up in trip. California Fortune was a winner 2 starts back. That was at Happy Valley. Got Chunghwa Spirit off the inside. He's gone forward in the past. Affluent Start's got speed as well. He's come up with barrier 2. Prince Harmony, he won a rattle off a hat-trick at the end of last season. The Creative from barrier 13. Infinity Ever was a beaten favourite last time out. And Primero, another one that can roll forward, but he's got a wide gate.
Yeah, there's another interesting speed map. The Californias here, Fortune and Archer may well be the ones to look around. California Archer still fairly new to the game, but has shown pace in his barrier trials. California Fortune has been at the head of affairs in all his starts so far, and all great friends. If this race was Happy Valley, he'd be charging along as well. So I think there should be a good pace here.
Yeah, I agree with you, John, and that might go against this guy because he's drawn a touch awkward in barrier 9. But the win at Happy Valley 2 starts ago was a very good effort, and I thought he had a little excuse at his following start when, of course, there was a bit of pressure early. But he continues to work well in the morning. Now, Affluent Start had a real gut-buster last outing after a very good debut behind Sir Red a lot. He's actually looking good. I mean, I thought he might want to lie down for a few days after that performance last outing, but he's been out working and working well. This is the interesting runner in the race. He's first up, Prince Harmony. He's 11.53 pounds, so he's 19 pound heavier than the last time he raced, which suggests he's not too far away under the guidance of Chris So, and one of those wins was in very fast time. He's got more scope. All
right, OK. And a reminder as well, Quartet and First Four merged pool here. $1 million jackpot here in race number 7, first leg of the second double trio. We will start off with Affluent Start, and this was the run you were talking about. It's Brett tried to match strides with Regency Bobo, goes round later on in a very good race.
Yeah, they just did too much through the sort of early to middle sections of the race. You can see Spicy Shore just creeps through. Regency Bobo stuck on particularly well. He'll race later on in the day and looks a chance. An Affluent Start, I thought, ran quite well, but it was a complete turnaround with his pattern because in his first start he got back and closed off, and then they rode him forward here. So from barrier 2, John, I presume they'll just be happy to take a little sit, get some cover, and he should perform OK.
Well, yeah, there's gate 12 on that piece of VT that we saw there, so they probably thought they had to go forward, but they should be able to position up nicely here.
All right. Infinity Endeavour won very well at Happy Valley, went up in class here at Chartin last time out, went off as favourite, and, well, Victory Machine won the race. I was a little bit disappointed with him, to be honest.
I think, Andrew, you've got every right to be disappointed, but I get the feeling it was second up. He was so impressive first up too. Maybe he just had that second up syndrome. We know he's a talented horse. We saw it there first up. So, yes, you'd be feeling a little bit sort of sore after the performance here, but I think you've got to give him another opportunity. I'm going to tip against him to win, but I find it difficult to leave him out of the exotics.
I'm forgiving him. It was a front-runner's race that day, and it didn't really suit him the way the race was run. There should be a much better pace on here, and he'd be able to close off.
All right, OK, Infinity Endeavour. Primero's been very consistent so far, whether it's here in Class 3 at the bottom or the top of Class 4, but he's still looking for that first win. Chunghwa Spirit further back.
Yeah, he kicked up here underneath Amazing Star, and they shared a fairly good tempo. I get the feeling he's probably more effective ridden with a touch of patience, but at the end of the day, he's had 14 goes and he hasn't run in the first 2 yet, so he's becoming a little bit costly and I'm losing my patience.
I've sneaked him in on the 4th line, Primero. I think he can go OK, obviously with a light racing weight again, but yeah, he's not got a very good draw, but he's been running OK.
I'm done with him.
Right. There we go. He's done. Prince Harmony is first up here since June, in actual fact. Had a good end to last season, those 3 wins, including a win in Class 3.
That's right, and he clocked 1:09.1 on that occasion at Happy Valley, Andrew. It's a very fast time. He is a horse that has a record first up of 2 starts and Zippo, so he generally can possibly take a run. As I said, his body weight is about 19 pound heavier than he was when he had his last start behind Sunny Dragon, and that was sort of the end of last campaign. He's got a lot of talent, but I think a run will top him off and make him very hard to beat second up.
I wasn't entirely impressed with that trial,
No.
and I think he will be better at the Valley.
Right.
So I'll be keener on him at the Valley, definitely.
All right, sit and wait for him then. He's $39 at the moment with Affluent Start, our favourite, Brett.
Yes, Andrew, I'm going to tip him, Affluent Start. I think from the good barrier, they'll just sit in, let the speed go. And as John made a valid point, they had a wide barrier, they tried something, they rolled him forward. But I think he's better with a touch of patience. I don't think he's a certainty, but I've got him on top. I've got Prince Harmony in for second, just on a class basis. I don't know whether he's quite 100%, but he's got a lot of class. Infinity Endeavour had excuses last start. second up. I'm happy to give him another chance. And Bulb Elite, coming back to 1200, he's right at his peak fitness now. If there is a lot of tempo in this race, he could swamp them all coming back in trip off the back of a good speed. 7, 9, 12 and 6. I'm happy to play a trio here and use as many numbers as you can afford.
Yeah, I've been off Bulb Elite when he's gone well and on him when he's gone badly. He is interesting back at 1200. Infinity Endeavour, though, on top for me. I think the race will be run more to suit him this time out than it was last time. Gate 8's not ideal, but I think he can still go well. Affluent starts, chance has been covered. California Fortune ran a monster race here on the speed in a very quick set of sectionals first up, and I think he can still go pretty well. I think there's a bit more to come from him, but he's going to be up against it on a win line. And Primero sneaks in there, light racing weight down at the bottom, but I think Infinity Endeavour deserves another chance.
All right, yeah, he's a cue horse for me. And with Bulb Elite, I'll give him a chance at a double-figure price. All right, 7 races down. Don't forget our feature race, race number 10, the Chinese Club Challenge Cup. Short break for us, though. Back on the other side of this.